The American Southwest holds some of the most mysterious and unique archaeology on Earth. Each year, over 1 million people visit places like Mesa Verde, Canyon de Chelly, and Bandelier. Most take a photo, a selfie, and leave. But few realize the ancient history that still lingers. Let's go back to 1934, where a team of archaeologists excavated a site not far from where I'm heading today. What they uncovered was astonishing. Immovable pottery still setting in place, and human skulls with yucca quids still resting in their mouths. Nearly 100 years later, I set out with my son and 2 subscribers into these same remote canyons. After dozens of expeditions, what we found may be our greatest discovery yet. Noah, come and check this out, buddy. Carl, you and Colton's going to want to see this for sure. A place so hidden, even archaeologists working in this region never documented it. And what they had to say about our discovery, well, wait until you hear that. Hey guys, Nate and Noah back. This is a big episode for us. We got some friends here that won our giveaway for 2026 and excited to introduce them. You excited, Noah?
I'm very excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big day. So here, let us introduce you. This is, who's this right here?
Good morning, I'm Carl.
And?
I'm Colton.
So father and son, they just, so they just drove in and we're gonna have a couple of days exploring, and I think it's gonna be exciting. Got some really cool places on the map, so stay tuned. We'll get out there and see what we can find.
Excited. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Woo. Way over there is where we're headed, and it's gonna be quite a hike for these guys, about 4.5 miles each way. It doesn't look like that from here, but that's not the way you get here. You don't go straight to it. You got to hike a valley, up a creek, around, so it's kind of a roundabout route. But what a day, though. It is beautiful out here. Come down here at a creek. I don't know if you could hear that, but I got something busting brush over here to the right side. I hope it's a cow. We just passed a bear track, so I hope it's not a bear, but I just heard it right over there. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
I hope it was just a cow. Sounded big, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Now we get to find us a nice little creek crossing here. Beautiful this morning, though.
We there yet?
The one thing you can always find, no matter how remote you are or where you go, is a mylar balloon. These things, I don't know, it's probably had a strong west wind and probably came from California. Happy birthday. Now these things are like aluminum or something. They never go away. I'm surprised they aren't more, sorry about fell there. I'm surprised they aren't a bit more regulated, because this is the one thing you're guaranteed to find when you find nothing else. I've seen these rocks before and been pretty fascinated by them. It's like lava coming up out of the earth, but it brings all these river stones with it. Isn't that fascinating? So just kind of give a really unique. This area has a lot of these in it. Yeah, it's pretty hard to beat with that creek running right
Kidding me? You pay big money for this.
Sweet, that'll do it. Don't lay here too long.
Yeah, we don't want to get up.
Y'all go have fun.
Well, we were going to a cliff dwelling, but
I'll let you know you're in the right
this
spot.
is how far we made it.
Look out.
Uncle.
Look out. Bro.
Come on.
Oh, bro.
Come on. Put him in there.
Oh, my good God.
Oh.
Dude, it's freezing. Look at that. And it's moving water.
Is it like, you want to scoot over?
Been hiking for a couple hours here, I think, and we're getting closer. Still a long, long ways, though. Ooh, it has been a day. We are getting here, guys. You see that? If you hear me breathing heavy, it's easy to explain. It's because I am. Some sort of ceremony, you know what I mean? Oh, are you? Woo, this is steep. Oh my goodness.
All right, come over by me, bro.
Holy Lord, that's incredible.
What do you think?
Huh? Oh, there's so much more. Hang on.
Oh, whoa. You couldn't even see that.
Nope.
I'm exhausted.
Tell me about it.
Wow.
Oh, so steep.
Right there to your left.
Nice. Holy jeez. Colton. Wow.
Oh, this is the thing that you showed me, right? Cool. Thing that you showed me, right? Cool, isn't it?
As I mentioned earlier, a few miles from here is where the 1934 excavation took place. Here's a more in-depth view of what they found. Archaeologist Emil Hari led one of the only full excavations ever officially documented in this area, just west of where we are right now. His team began carefully digging through the floors of the dwelling, and what they found was unexpected. Beneath the surface, they uncovered human remains, at least a dozen individuals in total. Among them were both adults and infants. Some of the infants buried within the rooms themselves, placed intentionally, not randomly. The adults were found in a flex position, carefully laid to rest, suggesting these weren't violent deaths, but part of a burial tradition. Alongside the remains, they discovered effigies, small, shaped figures believed to hold ceremonial meaning, and pottery, some of it unusually large. Storage vessels holding up to 60 gallons and up to 31 inches in diameter, far larger than you would expect for a site this difficult to reach. Everything about the excavation pointed to something more than just survival. These people lived here, and they buried their dead here. What makes that discovery so important is that it's one of the only times a site like this has ever been fully excavated in this region. This dwelling we are currently at has never been disturbed. No excavation, no digging, which means what we're about to find should be authentic. And if this site followed the same patterns, then whatever lies beneath the floor may still be here. It still has the old purlin logs, the roof supports sticking out up there at the top. We'll take a closer look at them here in a moment. But oh, and right here at the entrance, just where we're walking in right here, look at this. Here's your, see if I can get my shadow out of this. Look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Just noticing the depth that this is wore down is about 5 inches on this metate, and the thickness that's left over is so small. I mean, it's like 3/4 of an inch, that it couldn't have survived much longer, and that's probably why it's broken. But I mean, this whole metate was probably 2 feet by 18 inches. It is quite something. I mean, this would have taken, boy, I don't know, a lifetime of corn grinding to get that at this depth. Okay, so this is multi-story here in front of us. And let's just look right here. Look at this. This opening right here is maybe 2 feet wide by 3.5 feet tall. And you can still see the lintel support over the top. They just used, this is about a 1 inch. That's probably a 2-inch diameter. And it's still holding. But look at this room. I'm just showing you this right now, and then we'll come back. I want to explore this here in just a moment. But I mean, metate, mono. I mean, it's crazy what you can see here just from this opening. But stepping back here, you can see part of this is broken away. But this doorway, again, would have probably been about 20 inches wide. Look at this slab that is used right here to support this. And like this is crazy, guys. Look at this. One piece of lintel wood. And of course, you got a little bigger support right here. But check this out. Man, you got 20 feet of wall on top of you. So extremely dangerous to go into a location like this. And your complete roof structure that's still here. Another blackened room, 2 stories. But again, I'm going to get lights out so you can see that here in just a moment. I'm just giving you an overview of what this looks like. And then, because we do have our guests here and we all want to explore it together. Look at this view. Isn't this something? And it doesn't even show you yet what's around this corner like this. The 3-story structure that's on that side. This is one of the greatest cliff dwellings in America. I'm convinced of that. All right, guys, I want to document this really well. I want you to look at this ceiling. See if I can get the light. It's pretty bright light. Look at this. And it's your joists are there. Your purlins are there. Your ceiling is there. Your ceiling boards. And you have the mud on top of this. I mean, this is fantastic. And I don't find, we don't find this very often, but this is incredible. I mean, this has, look here, I'm just going to shine around. There's I would say that those were viga holes, but I don't think they are. They're too low right there. See how low this one is? Unless this floor goes way down lower, and this is just debris that's in here, which I don't think so. Here's another metate. Look at that. And then, guys, look at this one here. Here's another metate. A broken metate right there. Let's get some light on this. Can y'all see this? There's no telling what this room holds here. But we're not going to dig at all or touch anything. You can still see all the little handprints in the wall where they put the mud, the mortar on these rocks. This room has a lot of blackening in it. And I think it's because of this little spot over here. Maybe this was a fireplace. I don't know. It's kind of cool though. This is about 30 inches wide, maybe 20 inches tall. See if I can get a little better light. This light is really bright, but you all asked for bright lights. Huh. This is crazy. What is that? What is that? Is that hair? That can't be. What is that? Oh my God. Noah, come and check this out, buddy. Carl, you and Colton's going to want to see this for sure. This is human hair. Why is it wrapped around a corn cob?
Human hair?
Look, no joke. That's the
Oh my
craziest thing
God.
I've ever seen. I mean,
No way.
hold the light. Yeah, guys, seriously.
Actual human hair?
Well, I don't know.
Where-
Tell me if
where-
I.
Where?
Look right there. Where the light's at.
What do you think? Look.
Oh, right there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's that little corn cob right there. Look at that. Doesn't that look like hair to you guys?
Totally.
Get out.
It's like braided.
It's tied. Yeah, it's tied.
Well, guys, I'll get the best photo I can. This is the only time I've ever seen anything like this ever. And I will get you as good of photos, but I am not touching it.
Oh,
It's not like a little bit.
No.
That is
No.
a lot
That's a
of hair.
lot.
good Lord. That's human, isn't it?
It's got to be.
It's gotta be human.
No way. That is weird. All right, guys, get a better look at it because this is no joke. Put the light on it for him, Noah.
Dude. That's a lot of air.
What?
That's insane.
Is it,
It's like a voodoo thing.
dude? I don't know.
Like
I
a
can't.
doll.
I can't
It's like
explain
a
it.
doll or something.
Good Lord.
No
Like a curling iron.
way.
Preserved in this room.
Yeah, but why would have they done it? Anybody have a clue? Watch your head right there.
It's a curling iron.
Looks like it.
Well,
I don't know if it was ceremonial for some reason.
I don't know, but we gotta. This is
Whoa.
something the archaeologists might want to know about. We're taking good photos of this. This is crazy.
Good Lord. Yeah, if
We always find like artifacts and stuff like that, but never anything besides possibly the rib bone at Cave 7. This is the only like human part, I think. Dude, I don't know. I don't know what I got to do with this.
That's a little eerie, to be honest.
Well, I knew we'd have fun, but I didn't know y'all was going to get to see human hair wrapped around a corn
We've
not
never-
corn cob.
We've never seen anything like that. Good.
This is by far the most unique and most unexpected item Noah and I have found exploring. Looking at context clues how remote this site is and the other artifacts that remain, there are strong signs that the hair around this corn cob is genuine, possibly the hair from the original builders of this site. Stay until the end of the video to hear the conversation with the archaeologist and further updates. Okay, I'm going to show you what this room is like because we got us a light that is pretty good. So look at this ceiling. Now that is a big post, and I don't know where they got posts that big, but look at this. Goes up to a second floor and around. I mean, guys, this is 20 something feet tall. And I gotta tell you, I'm not going in this place either. Yeah, this is fascinating though. Wow. Would love to show you more of this space right here, because I know a lot of you are going to want to know, as would I. But look, this is so fragile, and we want to respect it. And look, it'd break my heart to see something like that come down because of me. So anyways, not going to happen today. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, mine is starting to ache.
I know exactly what you feel like.
Yeah. Just take a bath.
Yeah.
Come on, Noah, put your toes in here. Watch this, that it doesn't get you though. Watch this, so it doesn't get you.
Yeah, that's nice. Breathing.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
That's adding a couple degrees to it.
Yeah, the movement. That's why they have to have the cold plunges circulating.
It's good, isn't it?
Then I put Colton's toe jam in my face after going downstream, get the toe jam.
Okay.
Coming on out of here, it's evening time. Do you see this? We got Carl and Colton. They've been troopers. They're coming up over that ridge. I don't know if you can see them back there. Just right there behind us. See this old fella? And I thought I would film it. Check him out. Look how he's wrapped around these stones. I mean, stones have kind of become a part of the tree itself. Hey guys, we're done with the creek. Thumbs up. Man, you can't even see y'all. Look at that. Camo. Here we all are. There you are, Colton, right there. Can we squeeze in just a little bit? Or I'll just move out like this. Safely back at the truck. About 8.5 miles today. These guys are troopers. Was it worth it?
Totally, 100%. Awesome.
Absolutely.
So we all made it back, and one trashy Mylar balloon made it back with us. So now, got an hour back to camp. We're gonna make some food and start a fire. Hey guys, it's Nate and Noah,
What's up, everybody?
and it's time to give the giveaway winner a call. Let's see here, let's get it on speaker. Maybe he's not there.
Hello,
Hey, is Carl available?
this is him. Who's this?
Hey Carl, this is Nate and Noah from the TheOuterRange YouTube channel.
Oh no.
Yeah, we just want to give you a call and say we selected you for our giveaway for going on a trip with us.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so hey, do you have somebody that you want to take with you on this trip?
Oh my goodness gracious, this is crazy. This is unbelievable. Seriously, you're not joking me right now?
Not joking with you. Not joking with you at all. Noah and I are.
Oh my goodness.
Noah and I are pretty excited. This is, as you know, because you follow the channel, this is our 1-year anniversary trip, and we have some pretty special things in store, we hope. So, who do you got? Who are you taking?
Well, there's zero doubt that it's going to be my son.
Oh, wow.
My son Colton, yeah.
So, how old is Colton?
He is 16.
Ah, well, has Colton ever been able to do anything like this?
No, not, we do a lot of hiking and hunting and stuff, but nothing like this on the, or the educational, archaeological type thing, no.
Oh,
Nothing
wow.
like this.
Well, that's awesome because, I have Noah with me. And so this would be pretty exciting, kind of a father-son trip. So, man.
Which is the whole reason I'm drawn to you guys. It really reminds me of my son and I. This is unbelievable, man.
Well, that's awesome. Dang, here we go. Got him on the first call. Awesome. So Colton and Carl, you had your first day of it. Is it what you thought it was going to be?
No, definitely not.
No, it was it was everything. It was incredibly difficult.
Did we undersell it?
Oh no! I think I didn't believe I didn't believe your sales job. I was like, yeah, right. This is not that it was a canned experience, but this is not a canned experience whatsoever. This is it's a wilderness. There's no vehicle travel. It is deep, it is dark, but it is incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty special, isn't it?
Yeah.
To see where these people lived and how they not only just survived, but maybe even how they thrived in an
Thrived, for
environment
sure.
like this.
And to think that only so many people get to do this type of stuff, like look for cave dwellers, and also to think that people have lived in these homes hundreds, if not thousands of years ago.
It's fascinating.
Like you're walking in history.
Well, hi, this is Nate with the TheOuterRange YouTube channel, and I understand you're the archaeologist for the... let me tell you why I'm calling. We do a lot of exploration throughout Utah, New Mexico, Arizona for, just different historical sites, specifically cliff dwellings or pit houses that we find. And my son and I was in the... And we found something quite significant that, at least we think it is. And our channel is pretty big, and I know that it would eventually maybe get a lot of views. And I'd like for this item to not disappear. Okay. So I thought I would reach out to an archaeologist and let you all know before, something like that happens. Because we haven't released a video yet. Yeah, so anyways, in the... Yeah, and anyways, in there is the remains of a very small, corn cob, and wrapped around it is what we believe is human hair that's kind of twisted and wrapped around it. And yeah, it's very interesting. We found a lot of things, and we've worked with the BLM in Utah and different places, and this is the first item that we've come across that we believe might be partial remains. I don't know if you would consider it remains of, human there, but
right. Actually, that's a good question. I'm not sure where hair falls in that.
It's not just like a couple of pieces of hair. We actually have photos of it. I'd be happy to send to you.
Right.
So,
yeah, sounds very, very unique. Okay, well, that's very interesting. So let me ask you a couple questions. So you said you could email me photos. Could you also send me the location just have
happy
the
to.
right one, and then I can, check my our internal records for our sites and see, assuming we know about it. But sometimes there are still unknown ones, at least like in our own internal records. So that would be great.
And it's one of these places where like a ceiling has fallen in one of the rooms, and it's just completely unexcavated. I mean, just untouched. There's like 4 metates on site with the monos. I mean, it's quite a place,
Wow,
right?
that's surprising. Yeah, most of that stuff has been picked up by now. Okay.
Yes. So I can send you. I could send you a couple of photos. I can send you a couple photos like of the cliff dwelling itself, of what is
Sure.
inside, and just I help you all out as much as I can. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, anything you have is helpful. Even if we can't visit it ourselves, then we can at least kind of track the condition from when other people have been there. So yeah, I would appreciate anything you have.
So here's an update. After sending the archaeologists the pictures and description of the human hair around the corn cob, they replied minutes later and were already planning a trip to go to the site. However, after the update from them that they weren't able to make it to the site, this artifact remains a mystery. Let me know your opinion. Also, we implore anyone who makes a trip to this site to please show respect and leave no trace. We would love to give you all an update from the archaeologists when they find out the mystery behind this artifact. Please leave it as it sets. We're so happy that it was a father-son. I mean, it's not really what we went out looking for, but the fact that Noah and I get to explore like this and to see you all enter, and hopefully for us, it provides a little fire and fuel to even future generations to want to help preserve and make these accessible for those that, come on in the future.
I think that's an important thing. I have been to a couple that were the canned ones where there's a parking lot at the bottom and then there's stairs leading to this and you're in line with everybody else looking at it. I mean, those are great. But to see the untouched, undisturbed, actually getting into the nitty gritty, that was, it's amazing how hardy. And these people, I don't want to be disrespectful and just call them these people, but how hardy these people were. I mean, here we are with $500 boots and backpacks and coats and snacks, and it beat us up.
Right.
And these people were barefoot, maybe some sandals, with just living it. Oh my goodness!
And little kids.
Oh yeah, and
Like
raising
babies.
families on the edge of these cliffs. Oh my Lord!
What? So I have a big question, and that is, it was pretty special for Noah and I, but come look at this. This looks like human hair. What do you think?
Well, when he first said that, I thought he found a strand of hair.
Yeah.
And which could be anything. I don't want to say I got the creeps. I got weirded out a little bit seeing it. That I didn't know. I was stunned at that again. It's
Well, we've been doing this, these excursions every week pretty much for a year now. We've seen a lot of places, and Noah and I have never seen anything. We saw a rib bone one time that could have been human, could have been animal. We don't know.
Yep.
But, human hair actually twisted and like almost tied around a little mini corn cob.
yeah. Well, that's the other thing is their food. It's preserved from hundreds or thousands of years. The corn cobs alone is just, again, a rock, a pottery shard, an arrowhead. I get being able to find those and see those. Those are gonna be forever. But a piece of food from where they grew it, harvested it, set it aside, and then to have hair. Like, I don't.
Not just a couple.
No, it's a
full-on
a
clump
tuft of hair. Yeah, I don't have
It's unexplainable.
I don't have. It's very hard for me to. It's few and far between times where I don't have words, and I did not have words, and I still don't.
Well, we had told you a story when you arrived about one of the more special times that Noah and I had spent together, and how we were sitting on this cliff edge, and we just found something that was pretty amazing. And I've always said that these items reveal themselves to you. You don't find them.
Yeah.
And we had just sit on this cliff edge, and we had found something pretty special. And I'm not even going to mention what it is here, but at that moment, we felt a little bit unworthy. And up in the top upper parts of a cliff, this beautiful hummingbird flies in and just starts hovering in front of us. And I'm trying to reach for my phone to video it, but I don't want to spook it. And I mean, it shouldn't have been there. We hadn't seen one, nor ever have we seen another one out in a place like this. And then on your day one here, we walk up as a group. You're standing right at the first metate and mono.
Yep.
And I look over, and this beautiful green hummingbird flies and just hovers in front of everybody for just
long enough for us to see it.
Yeah, 2 or 3 seconds, and then it was gone. And on our first experience, I had went back and looked up, to the Native Americans, what does hummingbird mean? And it was welcoming. It was a peace. It had all good energy to it. And then to see that fly in with you and Colton and Noah standing there.
Well, I'm a firm believer in that wholeheartedly. And like you said, I heard it because they make a very specific noise. I heard him go to you is when I turned around. He literally went right in front of you. He went right in front of each one of us. Gone. And that was at 4.5 hours in, walking through a beautiful river. The river was incredible. It's just such an awesome setting. Which you'd think that would be teeming with life. Not one bird, not one crow, sparrow, nothing. That was the one and only bird we saw the entire day on top of a desolate rock hill. Really, in my opinion, not really a reason for him to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, another thing where I don't even need to have words. I know what that meant, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
It was a very special for sure. It's beautiful too. Beautiful iridescent green.
Yeah, so back to what you were saying when we were standing there and looked down and seen the metate and mono. What's your thoughts on that? Have you ever seen one before?
Pictures in your videos, and store-bought ones. But the size of them was pretty overwhelming. I've used mortar and pestles. They're this big. These metates are 2 feet long, 10, 12 inches wide, and just I couldn't make that groove if I sat here for a year grinding it. So to know that they're 4, 5, 6 inches deep and have multiples to have multiples in different rooms, it is wild. It's wild that stuff is just sitting there like they just walked away from it and left it right there.
Do you think this subscriber giveaway that we did here is something that we ought to do again?
100%.
100%.
And I'll be putting in again next year, or whenever it is you do it. It's the one thing I will say for everybody watching, highly recommend it. Just be ready to work.
Don't bring tennis shoes.
It's a journey, but it's a journey so well worth taking.
Life-changing experience.
For sure.
Part 2 of our anniversary adventure comes out next week. subscribe, and thank you for watching.